Hello and welcome, Aries. I am your host, Lord Scorpio. Thank you so much for being a faithful listener and staying tuned until I have basically come to the forefront to deliver your reading after such a delayed time frame in which I've had to handle some very important endeavors. So I really appreciate your loyalty, and as stated in the description, I will be providing the ending of 2017 general and love reading, as well as January 2018. So it's just going to be a quick overview of the ending of 2017 and the beginning of 2018. Okay, so let's begin with your love reading. Oh, excuse me. So the cards are already pre-shuffled, and at this moment, I'm feeling for the Aries energy in their love department. And something has already come up, which is forgiving and learning, okay? So we have two more cards that we're going to be in search for to complete Aries 2017 love reading. And this is engagement, okay? So it looks like some of you have probably had some empty promises with engagements. Either your lover has called it off or you have called it off with your lover. Be it relationship problems stemming from the past and into the future, and maybe it's just came to a mutual agreement that maybe it's best for the both of you to separate. Let's go ahead and pull one more card for Aries love life for 2017, and it says trust. So you might have to trust that everything does happen for a reason, and trust that God still has another suitor for you, that is just waiting to be discovered. So just because this relationship didn't work in the ending of 2017 or the year of 2017 doesn't mean that you won't be able to find another lover. Some of you could be dealing with disappointment of wishful thinking, hoping that things had worked so that you would have received that promise or engagement ring. And some of you are angry because you feel that you've trusted this lover, and you're forgiving. You're learning how to forgive this person, or even learning how to forgive yourself for being too trusting of someone's promises, empty promises. So some of you have taken your blinders off for 2017, walking into 2018 with new eyes. Some of you will be carrying a little baggage. So, just don't forget to clean out. Some of you have probably already started to clean out your closet for 2017, stepping into 2018, leaving old habits and old thinking of relationships behind, really learning how to love yourself and the world again, looking at the world with innocent eyes, okay? Instead of being untrusting. Maybe God is trying to tell you you can trust certain people. Just don't let your guards down to people that are not deserving to be trusted. And this could be part of the learning process, okay? Understanding and learning and forgiving, again, yourself. A lot of you could be self-sabotaging. I could have did this, I could have did that to get this engagement. But I don't really think that is the case. I think this relationship is a lesson learned, okay? Let's go ahead and look into this in depth. Dear God, can you please give me some in-depth interpretation on how I can better provide an accurate reading for Aries love life? Wow. Okay. So this is really powerful. Okay, so Aries, it looks like we're going to be talking about an Aries male, okay? And already we have 1, two, three women coming right out of the box. Okay, so, and this gentleman here seems like he's making up a decision on who he's going to give that ring to, who he's going to give his ultimate trust and heart to. So it looks like it was a trying time for an Aries male this past 2017. And he's had some really great catches. I mean, these women right here are very powerful. You have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups. Then you have the Knight of Pentacles, a very beautiful young woman that seems to have the world at her feet. You know, the world is just an oyster for her. So, you know, he's had to choose between young and beautiful and, you know, emotionally secure and, you know, just as beautiful, mature women, you know, powerful women. You know, there's this suitor has some options. And it seemed like it just wasn't easy. And his cup was just overflowing. So again, I think people and women end up getting hurt in this situation because everybody wants to win, and yet everybody is unable to win all at once. So it looks like there had to have been a decision that was made. Some of you are going to have to trust the process and know, yes, the person did love you, but they had it going on and they had to make a decision, and you're going to have to forgive them. And the question is this suitor going to engage to any of them? Maybe the women were asking this person, you know, forcing some sort of proposal. You know, hey, you better marry me. You know, some women have the capability of pushing marriage and proposal on their suitors. And let's see what happened. Did this Aries act on any of these women, or did he leave them all behind? So it looks like, again, marriage, commitment, proposals are at the forefront of this reading once again. And yeah, they're waiting for their big chance. And, you know, Aries is looking as if, you know, this is just a battle. Like, you know, there's no way I can commit to all these women and not have any problems. So here comes the Tower, you know, shaking things up. So things probably got out of control for some of you Aries towards the end of 2017. And you guys knew you had to hurry up and make a decision to save the day, or you're going to lose them all. And some of you probably have lost quite a few, you know, love prospects because you were taking too long. You know, people probably started walking away from you. And then pretty soon you probably look up and you had nothing. Okay? So, you know, sometimes people get sick and tired. Yeah, you were working very, very hard to keep these relationships going. And ultimately you can only choose one. And someone is relying on you. Let's see who this person is. Okay? Are they still relying on Aries? Or it looks like maybe Aries was able to rely on one of these particular women that he has a close relationship with. Can you tell me more about this? It shows someone paying attention to the details, okay? Someone probably with a history with this Aries, long history ties, and someone that has power in this relationship. And ultimately, yeah, they're coming out with the Ace of Swords. You know, they do whatever they say goes. And so it looks like someone did leave, or maybe someone was forced to leave. And it seems like Aries did make a decision with someone that they had a history with. But it's still not saying that Aries made a decision. Maybe Aries decided to leave everyone behind, okay? Let's put this up and see what happens. Did Aries leave them all behind? Or did he make a final decision? You know, sometimes we can get so overwhelmed with our own problems that, you know, the problems we create for ourselves will abandon, you know, the ship altogether. And let's see if that's the case for Aries for 2017. Wow, the Ace of Swords is coming right out of the box once again, okay? So, it shows the Ace of Swords, the Star card. So, it looks like you guys took the high road, some sort of faith action, realizing that, you know what, I've got to get my life together. I need to focus on the higher self, being the best that Aries can be. And ultimately, they did make a decision because there's a happy home. There's a woman sitting right there next to a happy home. So it looks like they've made a decision, possibly with a soulmate connection. Aries probably made the decision to choose the person that ultimately, makes them feel alive, makes them feel good, makes them feel like they're their soulmate or equal half, someone that brings happiness into Aries' life. There's some women that are surrounding around Aries' home life as well. So someone that has some ties, very close ties to Aries' home. And someone that has taken great action, that has been very active. I'll put it to you like that. Very active in Aries' life. Can you tell me more? So it shows Aries has a great deal of emotional investment in this woman. And it looks like there's been quite a few fights surrounding this woman. Keeping this bond and this relationship going. And Aries ultimately felt defeated that maybe he was losing this fight to keep his infidelity in the closet. So this woman has probably had Aries back for a while. Looks like this Ace of Swords is showing up as Aries' backbone. Some type of long, just a very strong spiritual support system. And just maybe even a guardian angel like to this Aries, just really I believe someone worth fighting for, in case there was some issues that came out regarding third parties being involved. Aries still let the other people go and kept this bond. No matter how much beat downs and fights, Aries managed to keep this bond with this particular person. Okay, because they felt that, hey, I'm the one that made the bad decisions. I'm the one that was the fool. And ultimately, he knows that, this Aries knows that he owes someone a commitment. So whoever Aries decides to be with, he feels that he owes this person some type of final, he feels that he owes this person some type of final decision, final commitment, final promise, partnership, something. He feels that he owes something to this lover. So he's probably, these are coming up. Yeah, I see these two women are still coming up. So really, he's probably walked away and he's still managing to keep in contact with these two women. So yeah, because these two women are cropping. These very same women are cropping right back up, except for one of them is missing. But two of the same women came back up. So he's still making a decision about the two. Okay? So, that's 2017. Let's see what the angels have to say about that. So it looks like in 2017, Aries was trying to finalize some things in their love life, choosing the one that they're willing to give their heart to. Let's see what the angels have to say. Okay, so we have, what do you desire? I mean, truly, Aries, what are the desires of your heart? Okay, don't be greedy. And then we have see only love and the ocean. So it looks like Aries is surrounded around a lot of love. And it's really hard to make a decision when things are really good. But ultimately, Aries is aware that if they don't make a decision, it's going to backfire. And there's a lot of deep emotional connections and heartfelt with Aries. So Aries, you've really had it going on for 2017. People were just falling for you effortlessly, okay? And at the end of the day, it's really about you, Aries. What do you want? What do you desire? God is telling you to look at the heart. Okay, look at this picture even here. It says, what do you desire? And then see only love. Look at the woman looking at the heart. Okay, look internally. Okay, stop with the physical and look at the heart of people you're interacting with. What do you see? What do you see within yourself? Look at your own heart. What do you yearn for? Who do you love? Okay? Who do you love the most? The ocean, how deep does it go? Is it just sex? Is it true love? Is it, what is it? And some of you have probably been operating on the surface. God is asking you to go deep within, okay, to make these final decisions so that you can win, because God wants you to win. He doesn't want you to make superficial decisions, okay? So let's move on. So this is going to be the final overview for 2017. God, can you please provide a ending message for 2017 for Aries overall life? Okay, so it looks like there was some death and some happiness in your past, okay? So it looks like some things came to an end. You have to close a few doors, a few doors. Some things have to happen. You have to close some chapters. You probably had too many chapters open. You have to go ahead and finalize some things, okay, during the ending of 2017. And you did it the best way you knew how. You knew you had to take the action, and you did. And it looks like you end up giving someone some sort of relationship or karmic dues, okay? And it says the Eight of Pentacles is sitting right next to it. So it looks like either this woman had been working her way up in your relationship and you felt like you owed her something, or maybe you wanted to go give someone a nice gesture for putting up with what you gave them in the form of, if you were in third-party relationships and people were, losing their minds in a sense and getting worried or angry behind what you were doing, then maybe you felt like you owed someone some money, some type of karma dues. You felt that you owed them. So 2017, you were wrapping things up with giving people, returning a favor, a blessing, things of that sort, okay? So ultimately, generally, what does this mean for Aries? Interesting. A broken heart. Well, is it for Aries? Uh-oh, an even bigger one. Hold on. Is it for Aries? Uh-oh. Let's see. I've got some cards that just jumped out. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. Someone looking very sad. And then okay, so this is the Chariot sitting here to the Five of Cups. Okay, we have the broken heart sitting right above, crowning the reading. Then we have the Ace of Swords thereafter, which means a very crucial stabbing to the heart. So that means a ultimate decision was made, and somebody was greatly hurt. But it had to happen. Some of these ties had to be severed. With business or relationships. Something has had to happen in your life, okay? And it shows that this is karma. This is some sort of fate. The turning of the wheel had to happen, okay? And it probably brought you some grief, okay? Not only the people involved, but brought you some grief. And you had to do it. It seems like you had to do it and do it fast. Get it over with. And the justice is coming up, reminding you that, yes, this is karma. This is what you've created. So if you've hurt people, this is what you've created. You're facing yourself at the end of 2017. And if someone has hurt you, Aries, I'm sorry to be the bearer of the bad news. They're facing themselves and how they handled you in 2017. And at the end, it seems like there was a woman that became very emotional about what has happened. Okay? Yeah, because she's got cut out of the equation. Okay? So someone's got cut out of the equation. No doubt about it. Okay? And, yeah, because here comes the Tower popping back up. And that commitment, that marriage, that engagement they thought they were going to get, it's not going to happen. Okay? Yeah, it's not going to happen. They're not going to get it. Okay? Yeah, you're not going to be going back anytime soon. If you do call them, it's for sex. Yeah, it's just sex. You love them, but it ain't, you know, it's not necessarily there because you're still undecided. So honestly, it's based on lust. It's not necessarily based on love. And you're trying to still figure it out. But I think you've already got it figured out. You're just guessing. You're still trying to figure something out. You already know. You're just trying to figure out if you have a second assumption or something. Okay, so let's go ahead and move it on to 2018 to see how you're bringing in the year, Aries. Okay, let's get back to your love reading. 2018 for Aries. 2018 for Aries. What is in store? So this is fresh out the box, forgiving and learning. Once again, forgiving and learning. This is the moral of your 2017 carrying into your 2018. I find that very interesting. So it seems like you still have some unfinished business, Aries. Okay? And it says new love. So you're going to have to close some chapters, okay? You're going to have to close some chapters before you invite new love. This could be an old flame returning again, and you guys are sparking up something that you've had, you know, reigniting things. But before you do, you need to ask people to forgive you, move on, close those doors before you start rekindling things again, okay? Or you could be going back to an ex-lover, asking for forgiveness and trying to spark up something new. What's going to be the outcome for this? It says wedding. So it looks like Aries is pretty serious, okay? And again, just as your 2017 was speaking about engagements, weddings, but you're still trying to make a final decision because at the end of the day, it seems like Aries doesn't want to be lonely. You know, they want to turn in the player card too, okay? So it looks like Aries is trying to get on a good foot. Okay. And Aries doesn't want to be left behind. So let's go ahead and look into 2018 and find out what's really on Aries' mind. What is on Aries' mind in the department of forgiving and learning? Okay, so someone was out in the cold and you went back to offer them something. Or you feel sorry for offering them burdens. So it looks like, again, you're starting off your 2018 asking for forgiveness, Aries. Yeah, for breaking a woman's heart and scorning a woman. It looks like someone is very angry with you, okay? And so let's see what this new love is. Is this an old flame? Okay. It's someone you have sexual ties with. That's what's coming up. Okay. Is this okay? Possibly sexual history. Yeah. Is this a newfound love or what is this? It looks like someone you've already closed the door on. So it looks like this is someone from your past. Yeah, it's someone from your past. Someone you feel was a fool for loving you. Yet someone is crazy in love with you. This person was a fool for you. And it shows that this woman wanted to marry you. So maybe this is the woman that you are going to make the decision with. The woman that was crazy about you. Loved you to death. Maybe that's what this means. This death card tied in with the Queen of Pentacles and the Fool. Loved you to death. To death do us part. You know, that type of love. Bound. You know, this is bound. You know. This is actually the Capricorn and the tarot deck. Okay, so what's going to happen with the wedding? So maybe this new love, this Capricorn, possible Capricorn, is hoping for some type of marriage or proposal. And it's showing that there is some action that is being required. Someone is not backing down. You know, it's now or never. And she's still looking for her prize. And it looks like there's some competition here. I don't know if she's putting up a fight now or if there's some other people competing. Let's find out if she's going to get what she wants. If that's a male Capricorn competing for an Aries at this time, Aries, it looks like you've got a fight on your hands. Someone is not letting you out of their grip. Not so fast. You've got to make an ultimate decision. So is this Aries or Capricorn going to do the right thing? So again, it shows the Queen of Pentacles. She's sitting here again with the Fool. So she's saying she's a fool for love. She's a fool for you. Again, you know, she's ready to walk this journey with you and this commitment, but something is happening rather fast. You're asking for the process to be rushed, and that's what the Hermit is coming in. The wise person is asking you to slow down. Have you evaluated the entire equation before you run jumping into marriage with this person? Are you sure that this person is built to last? You know, you have to ask yourself these things. So ultimately, will this wedding happen? That's the question. Since there's an insinuation on marriage in 2018, will this marriage happen? Some type of proposal. Wow. Okay, so it's coming up again. This reading is really surrounded around the question. Okay, this person is saying, look, you give me what I've been waiting for, fighting for. You leave me alone. Yeah, because if you don't, they're going to stop communicating with you. There's nothing more to say. You don't give me what I want, then you don't love me. So it looks like this man is going to feel compelled to have to be the bigger man, be the bigger person. And he's going to look at the lists, the history in which this relationship is founded on. Then he's going to say, let's see what his decision is. Like he's thinking about it, you know. Might be coming to some type of agreements. You know, maybe some type of negotiations. Can you wait another year or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5? Yeah, because this is coming up. This person is slow coming with giving you what you want. So it seems like they're not sure, okay? So ultimately, will they ever make the decision? Come on, this reading is procrastinating. I'm trying to get an answer, but this good person is procrastinating here. I'm trying to move it along. So it shows manipulation. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. They're procrastinating. And it's basically saying whatever they've shown you in the past, this is who they are. And this relationship may have to be on the rocks for now. It might, a waiting period, a delay, someone needs time to think, meditate, blah, blah, blah. So it's on you if you want to stay and stick around. And, you know, I don't know how much time this relationship needs, but, you know, if it takes that much time, then maybe, you know, you might need to move on, okay? Because it seems like it's too much procrastination, manipulation, and all that shit going on. So let's move it along and see what the angels' final advice is for 2018 for Aries. Okay, I need the angels. Yeah, it says life's purpose. So this is a time for Aries to become grounded in their life purpose and figure out what they want to do, who they want to be, where they're going. What are you doing? What purpose are you fulfilling in your life and others? Okay, you need to ask yourself that question. Are you wasting too much time? And it says steady progress. So God is, if some of you are waiting and dallying and, you know, God is saying, stick with it, stay progressive, keep the progress going, stop wasting time. Some of you are wasting too much time, okay? Hurry up. You're not getting any younger. And it's this energy work. Exactly. Get it together, okay? You know, some of you are walking in circles in your life. And I really think God is asking you in 2018, don't bring that old bullshit into your 2018 thinking it's going to work for you, because it's not. This energy is going to work against you. And in the end, you're going to think you're making progress. And only at the end of the day, you're going to be left with yourself. Okay? You're going to be old, alone, because love doesn't last forever. Just because someone loves you now, that doesn't mean that this person is going to be sticking around, waiting, hopeful, thinking that you'll come around, because by then they would have already met someone. So sometimes you don't want karma to catch up because you're too busy waiting, and you think you're making progress, and you're really not. You're actually stagnating yourselves. Okay, so I would highly recommend that Aries figure out what they want, come up with some plans. Maybe you guys need to start reorganizing, planning, really thinking things through before you start making decisions, so that you know where you're headed in a direction that is going to be, working out in your favor rather than against you, and just, leaving it to fate. No, you need to work it out and be able to hit some milestones here. Okay, so let's go ahead and sum up this 2018. I really feel like I'm becoming a critical, harpering parent in this Aries reading. I really feel like the energies is almost harpering at you. So there could be some of you Aries could be beating yourself up at this time because you have not, maybe you're so far behind. You have so much you have to catch up on, to where it looks like you're working really hard, but it's only showing little progress. And that's probably reflects how much time you've wasted in many areas in your life. So God bless you, Aries, on that. Let's go ahead and sum up your 2018. So it shows that you're relying on victory. You're relying on your hard work and your efforts to really come to fruition. Some of you are hoping and wishing for these blessings to come into existence. So some of you are checking your bank accounts, waiting for a certain check to drop. Some of you are checking, you may have a job, but you're checking for new jobs that hits the, the search engines. I really feel that you guys are really trying to do some nimble work right now to see how you can maneuver things in your favor. Okay, because you guys are tired of being the underdog. You're tired of making others the underdog because they've been playing by your game. So you're really trying to put yourself back in good grace. It looks like in the love department, and it looks like you're tired of going in and out of these relationships, and it's on your conscience. Your conscience, some of you have become spiritually grounded more than ever. So some of you are trying to become a better person. So a lot of you are undergoing spiritual work on how you treat women, how you treat your spouses. And because there's so much for you to do and catch up on. You feel that, things are so ripe right now for the taking, but there's still work to be done. Okay, stop looking at all these options and work on one thing at a time. I feel like some of you can become easily distracted during 2018, and it is coming up as the justice. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful at the doors you're opening. Take your time. Finish up on these unfinished on these unfinished projects. Finish up on your internal work before you start trying to move in on something new and you ain't even finished up with what you started. Okay, so there's going to be some justice karmic energy coming back for you if you're making the wrong decisions. Okay, just because they're at your disposal doesn't mean that you have to dabble in them all. You need to stay focused. God says you're going to have to learn how to say no in 2018. Some of you are just
greedy, okay? And it says you know this because it's in your subconscious. You know this already. Your conscience has already been talking to you. It's been talking to you for a while now. Matter of fact, it's been telling you about your trifling ass history. If you know you need to change and you know you're greedy and you feel that the world owes you something, stop. Because it seems like the Aries man is too greedy with the women, okay? So, looks like 2018, some of you need to buckle up your pants an extra notch, look the other way, tell yourself no, focus and do the right thing, okay? And if this is for some of you women that are with an Aries man, make sure you keep your eye on them and helping and encourage them to do the right thing. Don't beat them up, but just make sure they know that they need to stay focused, because it seems like that's going to be the focus of Aries 2018. Thank you so much for listening. I wish you the best, Aries.